is much better, and they get slam bunk. The medic's on about 40 HP in drop down, so he's definitely going to be a casualty as the rest of Tryhards drop.
Yeah. They didn't really play that very well. They put themselves in a bad position to get the Uber, and then what they did, worst of all, was they ended the Uber in a really disadvantageous position. They like put themselves with just Demo trying to fight like two people on sort of low ground, you know, and they've pulled out the pyro. auRa should wait for Uber here.
They do
Not
send
necessary.
Hyperion gets the medic from behind. I wasn't sure where he got that frag from, but that's actually medic down for auRa. So this should hopefully be what Tryhards need to come out of last. They do need to watch out for Shadow, who was hiding in that little goblin spot in lobby. The combo sort of just starts walking behind him. He's slightly missed his opportunity, but it doesn't matter. Zumoj gets a clean rocket onto the both medic and demo as they go down.
Hyperion down to 64 health, trying to duke out Shadow. Anyway, I think they're just going to be content to wait for Uber advantage here. They'll probably be watching aggressive plays from Hyperion this time, hopefully.
Yeah, definitely.
And
yeah, Tryhards had such a good chance to at least aggress out of that last point here, but it was just the medic and demo pushing into lobby by themselves, and they just got obliterated by the scout and soldier of auRa. They had no support around them at all, and you know that's given auRa about a 40% Uber advantage to push last year against a sort of a pro-lander setup.
Yeah, they really, like, it is legitimately a pro-lander setup. They have one of everything. They know they have Uber disad. Looks like it's going to be an Uber in for Uber. Zajo FX jumping in towards the pyre, gets air blasted away. Strong start from Tryhards. And no frags so far in this Uber. They needed to bring a scout with them, and they haven't done so. Heavy behind the point. It's going to get focused down. And
yeah, Tryhards sort of all scattered to avoid some of that Uber. Then you had a scout come in late and pressure CK Lord in the demo. A soldier sort of jumped in to try to help them, but that just left the point completely for free, and auRa just stood on it pretty much uncontested to take the first round here.
Yep. I'm going to say Morph moving on onto the left side. Again, another early aggression onto the blue demo. Zumod is going to trade out for Morph. Hyperion gets second down. Only 3 up for Tryhards down. They're going to force out to choke. Demo down to 100 HP, and they're going to have to back really, really quickly here. Medic down to 60 health. He is going to escape to lobby, but there's going to be no chance of a second defense.
They do lose Zyph there, which might sort of give the cue for auRa to get aggressive into lobby here, and that's exactly what they're doing, as Tryhards just hightailed away all the way back to last. I think auRa just going to wait for a more decisive play before they Uber in, although it, we do have a scout coming in, really aggressive. Yeah, that's probably just going to see a sniper respawn from him any second now. auRa smartly backing out, just not letting Tryhards get any sneaky plays with that scout down.
Yeah, that was a good decision to sacrifice himself in there. Although he's not going to come up, he's not coming up a util class. This is interesting.
He is heavy. We have seen auRa pushing to last again with a heavy. I haven't actually seen that on Gullywash too much.
He'll push under. He'll push under. He'll push water, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly where it's going. It's currently Boner getting really aggressive there into river, and Zyph getting a nice headshot. He's just gonna walk in front of this heavy, takes 2 rockets from ZFX, and gets taken down.
A bit aggressive lobby. Hyperion down to 6 health. He's gonna live. Very nervous times for Tryhard there. Shadow gets taken down by Morph.
But yeah, they still have this heavy in lobby, so even if they wanted to try to go for a sneaky play, there is absolutely no chance they could get onto this medic. Although Kruz does look like he wants to peek kind of aggressively with a soldier here, but you know, with a heavy and a soldier spamming Shutter like that, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, Zif's still on the sniper. He's been doing a lot of work for the Tryhards team on their last holds. Because often I feel like we're talking about auRa sort of waiting to push Tryhards last. And then yeah, here we go, another pick, which is just going to slow them down again. Shadow should come back at util probably. Like I'm a big fan of Spy.
But, I think it would be the last thing Tryhards would expect at this moment, especially with a heavy. Like, they're probably just expecting at best maybe a sniper, but you know, they're probably going, okay, they already have one util, there's no way as hell they'll go for another, and it turns out they don't. He just respawns a scout. Bit disappointing.
See, I think heavy is okay because what they're trying to do is it blocks the Tryhards push. They're going to Uber straight in. Uber onto the medic, gets one rocket, is going to manage to force you, but that's all they're going to get done with it. They're going under the point.
Yeah, they pick up mix as well. The heavy has decided to fully show himself out in Shadow here. Shadow gets two very clean frags, still managed to survive, and gets a demo as well. This has to be GG. Good round, I mean, for auRa. Really aggressive Uber there, but the war of attrition, especially with that heavy on the end, just completely dominated the fight against Tryhard.
Yeah, as I was going to say before, like heavy pushing last gives you two things. It means that they can't push you because they'll be pushing it heavy, and it means that in post Uber, if you can get the heavy close enough and on like good height position, you can just have like a wall damage. Anyway, we're going to see both teams coming in mid. First one to die is DejaFX, going down Hyperion, and we're going to see two frags go the way of Tryhards, and it looks like they're going to be getting straight out of this mid. 3 down now. They know it's lost. Evil Peanut's on 40 health, but he is going to be able to survive.
Mix hit some really clutch rockets that just wasn't able to seal the deal. Evil Peanut just managed to get him just far enough away in Big Door that Mix just couldn't spam on the health he was at. So yeah, really good escape there from Evil Peanut, and good defense by Boner, keeping his medic alive. But yeah, Tryhards really decisive win mid there in the end, as looks like they're going to slowly make their way through top lobby, although Shadow does get a nice headshot onto Mix there.
Yep, we're going to see an engineer and a sniper for the auRa team. Where's that engineer putting his gun? Is it secret? I'm not sure. It's on the corner on the right side. This is a fairly standard position. I'll do a lot to prevent them from getting onto point, although it doesn't. I think you can stand on the point where that gun can't see, I believe. But yeah, by the way, it's not going to matter. They have 12 under. Water.
Ooh, Hyperion gets taken down, which is definitely not a which is definitely a key player.
Shadow,
and auRa does
Shadow poking. That's shot from Shadow. Morph does get taken down to the rockets from Zumoj. Now I think we're going to see a push. 3 down.
They lose Boner back, but they lose Zyph as well, and with only 2 up, there is absolutely nothing Tryhards can do there but get the hell out of there and hope they don't have to get forced. Really good work on Zumoj, just cleaning up those flank players, doing a ton of damage and not giving Tryhards any room at all.
Yeah, we just saw sort of one player die and then a nice headshot from Shadow turned into another kill. And basically they just sort of collapsed in on them. Really well played from auRa to push out of the last like that. But now what we're going to see is both teams sort of stalemating. Neither team has a sniper here.
Ooh, Cruz does go
get
down.
Taken down, yeah.
That's a crucial pick here from auRa. And again, yeah, they only need 1 frag and they're going to go. They do manage to pick up Shadow, but again, with a demo down, if Tryhards play this right, they should be able to win this post-Uber.
Great
although
flash there from Evil Peanut.
Yeah, Zyph just jumps into 2 evil players, nothing to do there. ZedgeFX does get taken down. We do have,
Morph in on the medic.
Great shot. Can he win this fight against Entropy? It doesn't look like, yes, he does get a very clean meat shot. The demo of Boner might get cleaned up if tries to decide to not push Big Door that heavily and letting the demo escape with his life. But yeah, great cleanup there from Morph at the end of there.
Yeah, that really could have gone either way based on who hit their shots, and at that point it was Morph coming up big. So props to him. We're going to see a river push. We've got 80% ad, 80% Uber, 50% ad.
Yeah, currently only level 1 sentry on last.
Ooh, I reckon they'll take it in on demo soldier and maybe multi scout.
Hyperion is jumped in here. Gets pushed away from the sentry, pushes them all the way in spawn as the sentry picks them up. Although we have got Mixed on point, getting so much time with that pain train there. Cruz getting a ton of damage out of those quickie bomb launchers and pipes. but it looks like this fight is going the way of auRa, with this Pyro just doubling mouse wanting their scout down. It is really possible for Tryhards to win there, although the Uber comes out with so much time on the point. Oh,
Next time to the point. Do they know? Do they know? Do they know?
He's going in, he gets one in!
He should have waited! Why did he wait?
Oh, he was so close. That was almost a miracle play there from CK Lord. He just timed it a little better. I don't think auRa realized, and he just could have snuck on. He only needed about half a second, and they would have won the round, tied this up. But the one saving grace is they got so much time on last year that auRa can't really commit too much. They do manage to pick up Hyperion in Riverside, but again, there's just so much time already capped on last year that they really cannot risk it all a back cap coming here. As I hits a fully charged body shot onto the Demon, gets another headshot onto Shadow, and forcing auRa back, even though they have significant Uber advantage. So Zyve coming up big where it matters.
They can't be playing here. That's too aggressive. They're gonna die. Yeah.
CK Lord gets to come out again. They do have Mix peeking in River, as well as the Scout. I don't think they saw that Scout double jump up, although they actually have a lot of players in frame. He picks up Entropy, and it's sort of drawing all of auRa, or at least most of them, under the point here. Yeah, Tryhards can definitely win this if they didn't coordinate well enough, although Zyth is on Spy.
Ooh. And I think he's either going to play for a back cap or just play to take away Evil Peanut's Uber advantage. I think if he can, he's going to go for the back cap.
He needs to. There's no time on point, so he's not running that Cloak and Dagger, so he's currently undisguised. There's a Scout on last. He's got no chance of surviving here, and he's on 30 HP. Surely he'll get taken out by the Scout. Surely on 2 HP.
He's close. What's he doing? He needs to run away.
He survives, which
It's a good and a bad thing.
Yeah, they're losing a Scout, but they have a really dynamic pick play here. Although, as we're watching a Spy, the rest of auRa just gets absolutely obliterated on second. So in a way, maybe that was their plan, to bait that Scout somehow. I've got no idea, but Tryhards now with like a really good chance, not letting auRa push out onto second or mid as well as they would have liked. This Scout, this Spy still alive. Missing a backstabber, and surely he will die now, and finally dies after about 2 minutes of flailing around under point. I'm lost for words.
Now, if I were him, I'd play some mind games here. I'd come up Spy.
Oh, you'd say
they're gonna think there's no way he'll go Spy again after what we just saw, like, because no one could possibly think that they'd ever get a Spy kill after those stabs.
Sadly, you're what would have been a great idea. Sadly, he's back on Scout, but yeah, I would have loved to see that. But no, he has decided to spawn on Scout. The Uber does come out really early here. They need to try to get. They do focus down the sentry, but Morph goes down. No other frags going in the way of Tryhards. There's a fair bit of time on point. They're just gonna walk on point and cap it.
Lucky.
Wow, the Heavy just sort of inches away from being able to block that cap there. But Pregame Tryhards just focusing the point really well. They're able to tie it up. No, sorry, not tie it up, but bring it 1-2 with 14 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, that was really down to the wire there. Like, there wasn't very much in that, or they could have been blocked it, and all Zif's efforts would have been for nothing. But at this mid, we're going to see Shadow and Entropy teaming up to take down Mix. Other Blue Soldier looks like he's in a lot of damage, and so far, looks like they're doing really well at shutting down these aggressive players. Shadow does get traded out by Zif, but all the height has gone to auRa, and it looks like they're going to be taking this mid very comfortably. They've got a really big Uberad.
Yeah, Morph was also really unlucky there. He had a chance of going in the combo, but he just lost a crucial 1v1 and just didn't allow him to get the damage out he needed, because that mid fight could have gone an entirely different way if he didn't lose that. But you know, in the end, we see auRa taking the mid and somehow ending up with a fairly decent Uberad here. CK Lord obviously just not healing as much as Evil Peanut during that mid. Not that it matters, really.
Yeah.
We do see a transition over onto flank, but they're met with a bit of resistance. They've got Zyth, and if
they're going to get two. They're going to get two. Really nice play from Shadow. He should go behind
and
try and heal up and just be annoying.
He's got the back.
Push in the corner.
Just waiting. They sent a scout back for him, but that's
really nice play coming out from auRa.
They
Now
get
gonna
the
force
force
the
out as
Uber out.
well.
And then they may have to force a response. Not yet. Oh, they're not even going to get a force. This is disastrous for Tryhards. After all the hard work they did to get around in the last, to win the last round, I think they're going to lose it here.
Yeah, Shadow having such a dominant flank here. The Pyro getting a decent amount of stuffing on this Uber, but there's so much time on cap. Surely there's no way Tryhards can heal it. Ubersoul comes out from CK Lord and a number of frags as well, but there's only 2 players up, and yeah, there we go.
Yeah, auRa don't push last very cleanly. Like, they don't make it easy on themselves, I tell you what.
Yeah, there've been so many times they've had massive advantage, but it's really come down to these scrappy fights that, especially as we saw in Granary, like, can easily go the way of Tryhards. So I'd like to see auRa sort of swap something up, but it's really up to Tryhards to put the game back in their hands as this next mid happens. Zyph gets forced down from the low ground after taking a 1v2 against 2 Skies, gets cleaned up by a very clean rocket from Zoomodge. Shadow's the only casualty from... Oh, now Zoomodge goes down, but they pick up Hyperion, and it's just a medic and demo. It's just the medic here, there's no way he can survive. Yeah, misses the Uber Saw, which is a bit of a shame, and yep, dies on 90% Uber.
I think auRa's biggest problem with their pushes is that they're sort of a bit pocket demo reliant. And their scouts are actually doing a lot of work for them. You know, they're both sort of equal top of the scoreboard, topping for both teams in terms of like points, and I assume frags, although I haven't had a look at the logs. But they're not really being utilised in auRa's Ubers, like, whatsoever.
Yeah, definitely. But again, yeah, we just see auRa coming up with another full Uber charge coming into last year. Hopefully they don't, yeah, as you say, make it as hard as they want. It looks like they slightly want to change it up. It looks like they're going to peek through River. They're going to... Zyph just meant to hedge on the medic, but it doesn't matter. The Uber's coming in. Hits no damage so far, and probably going to get cleaned up here. But again, there's just a scout on the point, and, you know, no one from Tryhard even slightly in position to stop that cap. And auRa take it 1-4 with 10.5 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, I can't really see a way back here for Tryhard. I think after that, the round that they worked so hard to get, losing the next one like that will have sort of crushed them. Anyway, we're going to see Zoomodge coming out. It's a big door rollout. He's going to sneak up on the right side of the point. They haven't spotted him here yet, so he's going to get a clean jump. Although he does jump too high and he's caught out.
Yeah, misses pretty much all of his rockets, and surely we'll get taken out here. It's on about... Whoa! What a rocket. And come back in on the demo, but blows himself up on the head of the demo. The medic gets a pretty decent surf as Zedgefox rockets jumps into the wall, unable to clean it up, and it's just CK Lord. Surely he gets a cheeky frag onto Entropy, but Evil Peanut finishes that mid with an Uber Saw. Yeah, again, just a messy mid from like all the players. There wasn't really a clear winner right up until the end there.
Yeah, there's something going like quite disastrously wrong with Tryhard's mids. It feels like their scouts and soldiers aren't really like they're playing on like a different team. They're not jumping the same things. They're not trying to like hurt, kill the other team together. Ziff had an opportunity there to hit a clutch shot, but he's missed it and may get taken down for his troubles. He's going to get out. Shadow with a shotgun.
So I'm looking to get aggressive into the lobby, hoping to get an early force, but just not connecting any stickies. auRa smartly deciding to move into River there, where they should just avoid all that spam. And it looks like they're going to have another soldier jump, and we're probably going to see it go 5-1 here right now. Gets a nice rocket on the medic, 2 clean rockets. Heavy surely will be focused down here any second. The sentry gun...
secret.
Yeah, it's about to get taken down, I believe. Yep, gets taken down. Only 3 alive here from Tryhard. So Heavy coming in from under. auRa making it 5-1.
Yeah.
And we're up to match point here from auRa. Tryhards need really a miracle mid here. And then a miracle round to sort of hopefully boost their confidence and not make it GG right now. But come into this mid here and see how they play it. Hopefully they change it up. We have both scouts jumping to mid very early, getting tons of room for their team, but looks like they're already forced back by the superior spam of auRa. Mixes down, and really, Tryhards, I'm not sure what they're doing. They're getting jumped by a soldier, and there's another soldier behind them. CK Lord goes down to a very nice fight by Brodogs. Zoomodge does get taken down, as long as Zedgefox. But the health here of Tryhards is so disastrous. If If Entropy just wants to plus forward, he could get so many frags there, but instead he just decides to go for the cap.
Great focus there. The Shadow's going to come in. He should be able to kill this soldier if he hits his shots. He's not connecting. Oh.
Wow.
They do get the demo.
Yeah, again, just Pregame Tryhards having another mid where it's just so disconnected. Like, there's no cohesion between any of their players, and they're just slowly coming off one by one. There's a medic, Shadow just plus forwards into a scout and a medic, picks up the medic, and Morph, not even wanting to take the fight, just bags all the way out. Surely this is going to be GG for auRa when they eventually get this Uber.
Yeah, and it's going to be... So the demo's going to be throwing some sickies in from under. They're going straight in, not even waiting for Uber. Bonus very low. I don't know if this is an entirely advisable push, actually.
But they've got a scout on last, and there we go. Shadow just sneaking on under. No one in Tryhards even deciding to keep it up. And there we go, 6-1. auRa are your Al14 Division 4 champions. Beating Tryhards, I'd say, fairly convincingly.
Yeah. I feel that just after a point on that second map, something sort of snapped. I think it was after 2-1 became 3-1, after they'd fought so hard to pull back that round. I feel like it was a sort of more a mental problem than anything for the Tryhards. And there you go, 3-1, 6-1.
Definitely, I wanted to bring up stats, but it appears like live logs are currently broken, so we can't even look at that. But I mean, it's a 6-1. Like, we're not going to see anything that we wouldn't expect with that sort of game. Like, you just see auRa pretty much topping almost any stat we see there. But yeah, I think you're right. I think after it was Tryhards getting that really close round to bring it up 2-1, and it looked like things were just going right for them, but auRa getting just a really good round in response, and that pretty much just drew the match to a close. Tryhards just were not having any success on their mid. Like, they were getting caught out on flank by Shadow completely obliterating them, and their last holds, they weren't even like, you know, checking people in river or under, and auRa were just getting easy caps without even really having to focus too many frags. So definitely a bit disappointing.
Yeah, I think Tryhards would be quite disappointed in how they played, but at the same time, auRa should be congratulated. They were definitely the better team tonight. They played, if not always convincingly, at least played more like as a more coordinated unit. Their scouts did a lot of work for them, and they should be sort of really pleased with how that turned out. Yeah, well, we don't have logs for the second map, so we can't go through them.
I believe Brodogs has helpfully provided. They do work on logs.tf. But yeah, we see top damage actually going to Kroz on 8.6k. Second behind him is ZJFX on 8k. But Zoomoj completely, once again, most frags in the server, as with Granary, doing so much work on the flank along with Shadow for his team, and pretty much told the tale of the game. Hopefully we'll be getting people for interviews pretty soon, and as I said, we actually have Zoomoj in here from auRa.
Yep, g'day Zoomoj.
How you doing?
I'm alright, how are you? Well, you're probably quite happy.
Yeah, didn't really expect to go so well in Division 4, but yeah, it did well, it's good.
Yep. What do you think was the biggest difference between you and Tryhards in tonight's game?
I'd say the flank, easy picks, like sort of playing sort of the Jew game, did lots of baiting and things like that. It sort of needs to not fall for the Jews.
Yeah. You managed to top frag on both maps. Shadow also did a lot of work.
Yeah.
Entropy wasn't far behind. I would say that a lot of the reason for the result was that your flank was dominating.
Yeah.
Do you think it was down to like you guys being really coordinated, or their sort of lack of coordination between their flank?
Maybe slightly a little both. We're definitely a lot more coordinated this season compared to when we used to be Mustachio. As Sketchy's main calls and things like that, and lots of practice this season. But otherwise, like aim and stuff like that as well is like improved for a lot of us as well.
Yep.
I'd like to also welcome both Morph and Scythe, and I think Hyperion will come in a sec if...
Hyperion's in the listening room.
Okay, he doesn't want to come in for the interview?
No, he does. He just hasn't been invited into the casting room or whatever.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, welcome Hyperion, Morph, and Scythe from Pregame Tryhards. How do you feel after that match, guys? And we're here with Cruz as well. When he gets called in.
It's amazing.
Amazing.
I don't know, exhausted maybe? I don't actually know how I feel. I mean, yeah. It's kind of iffy, honestly.
Fair enough. How are you... I doubt you're probably expecting the matches to go quite that way. I don't know, what do you think was sort of the main issue of how you guys were playing? Were you guys just not sort of clicked on today, or what do you think was up?
I don't know, I reckon that we feel like we do well, like really well in scrims, but when it comes to finals, we kind of like get a bit stressy on our aim because we're fighting for something or whatever. So I feel like maybe that might have been in, and we might have like missed out on a few ideas or strats on what to do here.
I don't think we have as much experience in finals, really.
Yeah, that's understandable.
But yeah, no, it was good games, nonetheless.
Definitely, I mean, still congratulations. I mean, you guys finished second, so, like...
Yeah.
Definitely not the worst outcome.
Of course not, no.
Any questions for you?
No.
Nope. Fear died on
Sorry,
me?
no, my mumble just glitched out for a bit.
Sorry about that. Any questions for either team?
Yeah, this is directed to both teams, I guess. Are you guys going to be sticking around for next season? Like, what can we expect for these rosters?
I don't know. See how it pans out.
And auRa?
Yeah, absolutely. There may be a few roster changes here and there, maybe just one or two, but otherwise definitely playing next season.
Awesome. I'll ask the question to Pregame Tryhards. What's your sort of decision on Granary to go crits in a large amount of times? What sort of spurred that on?
I believe, like, because I think we got the med pick or whatever, and like, we, CK died at the same time, so he just decided he would come up crits to try and like push him back and try and like push to last. And then like, I think something like happened and he just decided to stay on the crits for the majority of the time.
We just found that we were losing a lot of sort of fights, so we decided, we'll go crit, see if we can catch him by surprise.
Okay.
Didn't really work too well.
You did. A couple of times.
I think most of the crits were managed to get shut down from Zumod just hiding sort of inopportune places, shutting down the combo as soon as they walked in.
A couple of times that did occur. I think it's
Yeah, just before you guys got in, we were talking to Zumod about the reasons they felt they won, and they felt that their strongest area in tonight's game was on their flank. They felt like they were getting some good picks and managing to sort of put you guys on the defensive all the time. Would you guys agree with that?
yeah, probably.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah.
And another thing we were talking about sort of during the cast was, you know, you guys worked so hard for that round on Gully Wash to bring it back to 2-1. Did it sort of hurt you guys mentally once you lost the next one? Because it went from 3-1 to 6-1 really quickly.
Yeah, I think our mids were just pretty trash.
Yep.
Our mid was just sort of full of ad for those last three pushes.
I've got a question here for Zyph. What happened with that spy play where you just sort of survived for like 2 minutes on like 2 HP in River?
I actually don't know. Like, I was just planning to go for the back cap, and I saw like shadow on the point, so I was thinking maybe I could try and go for like one of those fucking trick steps because it's totally Highlander or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know how I didn't die for like, because I thought like after like I got caught out, I would have like died instantly to like a meat shot, but I don't even know how I survived for that long.
Man, you made Alice rage just a little bit.
You were using superior mind games, don't worry.
Yeah, definitely that WA ping isn't coming into help with the backstab recognition.
Yeah. I actually did see a backstab animation on a sketch. I don't know if it was a sketch or Alice who I got on, but like it just registered as like a normal butter knife deal or whatever. So I don't know what the fuck happened there.
Happens
TF2.
to the best of us.
Mm.
Just to either team, I suppose. How much did the map sort of come into it? Like, it felt like you guys weren't sort of as prepared for Gully Wash. Like, your mids are kind of a bit sort of how you going.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah, how did you guys feel about sort of the map choices?
well, we didn't choose any of the maps because we didn't reply to the thread in time.
Yeah, I saw there was a bit of like not controversy, but just a bit of back and forth.
Yes, bit of banter.
Yes, I got informed by the wonderful Oxy about all this. Give me the inside scoop.
We all kept it pretty civil, but we played it by the rules. I just conversed with the team every time, and basically the general rule of thumb was we just played by the rules. Kept
Yeah,
it plain and simple.
the rules are the rules. Like, we're not.
But these guys
mad.
played it pretty nice. Yeah, you guys were right, kept it pretty civil, and we worked stuff out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always good to see sort of people working sort of through these issues. I think one time when I was like in Div 5 and we were playing I Am and Ozful, we tried to forfeit win them when they didn't respond, and it didn't work. But and we got smashed that game. That was funny. But anyway, I think that's it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
we
like
should
to
probably
say-
get a shout out.
Oh yeah, we'll say congrats again to auRa. Also, congrats to both teams for making it this far. You know, number 1 and 2 teams in Div 2. Bright things in both your futures, I think.
Might be Div 4, not Div 2, but getting there.
Yeah.
Okay, Cruz, do you wanna do your shout outs first?
Big ups to the boys from Liquid and Rack Mumble, the boy Bunnies, Dylan, all the old boys from back in the day, SOE Nostalgia, and old guys for this team, and both teams, and casters as per usual, make this such a great season.
Cool. Hyperion.
Just shout out to both teams playing, all of Div 4 really, and Rhino for being a cool admin.
Sweet. Morph.
Morpheus.
You there?
I think he's AFK.
Okay, we will move on. Zyth, any from you?
I'd like to give a shout out to Liam, Muhammad, Scandal, Comrade Lost, and yeah, I feel like that's about it, if I can remember off the top of my head. Because I'm only shouting out Scandal and Liam and all that because they asked for shout outs.
Fair enough. Zumoj, any from you?
Yeah, shoutouts to both the teams. Shoutouts to the B1 boys, Lockrice, Danix. That's about it.
Cool. Fear, any from you?
Shout out to Ripe, Bunnies, Rack, and Tominist. Shout out to every cheater in CSGO I've ever played against. Shout out to Brodogs and Foz for doing the cast with me and helping out. Shout out to both teams putting on a good show.
Cool.
Cheers. Yeah, thanks for the casters again. It's good.
So, shout out to the casters, I'll add that one. Cheers,
No
guys.
worries. No worries.
No worries.
Yeah, I'm probably going to close this off. I believe in our Division 5 Grand Final, I gave a slightly wrong schedule. I believe the Prem Grand Final has been pushed back. So if possible, we're going to maybe be bringing you the Div 2 Grand Final this Tuesday, if we can. And then the Prem Grand Final later in the week. So stay tuned for those, because they're probably going to be incredibly, incredibly awesome matches. Wait, I'm getting details about the Prem Grand Final. Wednesday will be our Premiership Grand Final for Oz Fortress, so that'll be Impunity versus Pump and Dump. Should be a really awesome map. Like, both teams have been incredibly clutch all season, so definitely keep an eye on that if you can. But yeah, just final shoutouts to Fear for helping cast with me, Brodogs for doing the stream, and both teams for a good match to cast.